All right. What's going on, you guys? This is the Grownassmentoyz podcast. This is the podcast that you want to tap into. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sell you on anything, but this is a good time, man. If I ever saw one, no diddy. I am one of your hosts, the real comrade.
I'm Collector 425.
I'm your boy, Marvelous Shots.
And this is the Grownassmentoyz podcast.
Yes,
now,
sir.
you're probably asking yourself, what did I get myself into? Why did I click on this thing with these three melanated fellows? But you're going to find out. And no show is the same. But before we get started, I want you guys to sub, leave a comment. I mean, when you see this, let's interact. Let's get some interaction in the situation. And then you share. Share. We want to get some collective thoughts on the topics that we talk about. You might see some special appearances from people that you know. Talk to them. If you're not going to talk to us, talk to them. Be like, hey, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Jimi Hendrix. Yo, man, I don't see you that long. Don't see you that often. Talk to them. But yeah, without further ado, how you guys feeling today? I had a cold shower, so I'm up.
Cold shower. What? He in prison, boy.
Bro, I'm in New York, so that shit cold shower ain't happening.
Hey, yo, but see, you Collector, you got to remember, he in Miami though. It's hot out there.
Yeah.
We out here in the East Coast. We freezing.
Shock your body.
Cold
Shock your
shower.
body.
Fuck,
So my Sunday has been nice and relaxing. I did some organizing because I was on the show on Friday. I was on the Rad's Toys show, World's Makers Consortium. So you guys should definitely check that out. So I just been organizing and stuff like that. I picked up this dope ass Robin finally.
Hell yeah.
Where you get that from?
Amazon, bro.
What is it, McFarlane?
Yeah.
You like it?
Nasty.
Articulation is but the profile, bro.
Wait,
Conrad, you like it?
that looks nice. I wanted it. I was going to ask him, can you fix that?
I would definitely fuck this up. Like if you cut by the belt, maybe.
You can't just heat that up. You can't just heat that up and take off the legs and the crotch area and
nah.
There.
Nah.
McFarlane ain't making that shit easy for y'all, man.
I don't know why you do that, bro.
Bro, but I picked this up so before the whole company change shit. So I was like, let me get this too.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I've been doing this. I've been just chilling. I bought myself a new camera. So I've been learning the cameras and everything, learning my way around the camera. Went out today, took some shots, some beautiful professional shots of my wife. Like she got this thing that she's doing, got her own business, whatever. So I'm taking shots of her now. Yeah. And she's very, very picky and particular. So I'm taking shots and shit, worrying like, damn, man, I hope she liked this. Y'all remember on True Lies? Remember True Lies?
Yeah, True Lies, yeah.
Remember dude was videotaping dude with the battery died? And he didn't want to say nothing. He kept shaking and shit.
He want to get
or power and Crimson Jihad's willingness to be humanitarian. Crimson Jihad will rain fire on one major American city each week.
Man,
it's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, man. I was there taking a picture and shit. Like, God damn. Shaking because I hope she like it. Because she's very particular. And she love it, man. So I'm happy with that, bro. So
that's good. I wasn't sure you was going to get a camera that fast. That's how I was reluctant to encourage you to get rid of it, but you already did it before anybody else.
Bro, who you talking to, bro?
Nobody could stop you. And then
who you talking to, bro?
What's my name? What's my name? What's my name?
And then you did it all by yourself.
Hey, sold that motherfucker Friday, bought a new one Saturday. Here we go. I don't wait on nothing. All right. Hey, thank you guys for tuning in with Grownassmentoyz podcast. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that. We got a very, 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 very special show today. Yes. Not a toy room tour. We're not talking toys. Collector's showing that Robin figure he just showed was the only type of toy talk we're going to pretty much do today. This is more of a serious conversation now. We got beef. Down bullshit. That's what they want to hear anyway. So,
Start that shit again.
no, but
We just lost 10 subscribers.
no, this is about fatherhood, man. Like if you got a kid, you know, a step kid, you raising your niece, nephew, whoever, bro, you like a father figure, father example. That's what we're talking about. We got a few people coming on with us, special people that a lot of you guys may know. And some of you guys may not know, but this is your opportunity to know them as well. We're going to all just talk and share our experiences about being a father, because this shit doesn't come with a rule book. You know what I'm saying? So,
and sometimes we might bring up the whole fact that collecting as a father with kids too, that might get mixed in there a little bit,
Facts. So we'll go ahead and get the show rolling. We got 2 guests in right now. We're going to be throughout the show, we're going to be dropping out people, bringing more people in. Yeah. If we get more people to come in, but so far we got 2, so it's going to be 6 people on the screen. We never did this for this new.
Yeah,
we usually do 5. Now we got 6. We're gonna bring on just everybody's favorite. But he don't like when I say this, but I'm
the baby face, the baby face of collecting.
Hey, we got Seth Bayer, number 1. We're bringing him on right now.
It's been a face for about 20 years.
The baby face of collecting. The baby face. What happened to the national treasure? Where are we at with that?
I was about to say it, but Conrad started talking. Hey, we got this rule. We don't want to cut each other off.
Right.
That's true. Well, we're live and in living color. I'm in my hotel room in the middle of Texas, so.
There we go. And one more person we're bringing on, AC Mecca Toy Photography. If you don't know him, very, very cool guy. Instagram, definitely give him a follow. Go show him some love. But we're going to call him Alex. That's his name. Got his name on the screen. But it's AC Mecca Toy Photography is his name on Instagram. Alex, what's popping, bro?
What up, though?
Yo,
what's
hey,
going
listen.
On, y'all?
Listen.
Excuse the Spanglish.
You hey, listen. Do me a favor. Turn your phone sideways.
Bing.
Perfect. There we go.
I love it.
Right. There we go.
There it is.
So listen. So hold on. Hold on. Who this is? We got one more Dewey.
Oh.
Hold on. 1 second. Dewey, what's going on, bro?
Dewey.
Yo.
Yeah, brother.
Oh.
6 people in. Okay, here we go.
I love it.
It's the All-Star game.
Yep. So,
my man, new dog in the house.
So look, nobody here is an expert, but we got experience, right? So this is no we listen and we don't judge. So if you say some wild stuff, we just call the cops when you get off. We ain't we're not gonna say nothing to you.
Damn, I'm screwed.
This moment is just meant to inspire other men that don't talk about this stuff in this forum. And I think this is something we always cover on a phone call, but it'd be cool hearing from you guys that juggle a lot of stuff, like how y'all manage that. And like, we're just gonna cover how we treat our children, as fathers. And I think the first thing, the most common thing is, I guess you could say, expressions of love. Like, how do you express to your kids that you love them? Some people say, "Oh, my kids know I love them because I fix them breakfast every morning." I don't let them starve, so they know. It's like, no, that's not how that works, bro. That's not how it works. That's kind of like, it's a given. But if whoever wants to start, man, you just say like, what's your best practice? You can use yourself as an example coming up, but like how you show that you loving on your kids, basically, as a father.
That's that. Listen, everybody's different, has their own different style of parenting. Depending on the age range of all of us. It depends on how we grew up. Corporal punishment isn't what it used to. Isn't what it used to be. Again, I can't speak for everybody's age, but when I was a kid, if I stepped out of line, whatever my parents had within their hands, that's what we got hit. Me and my brothers got hit with. That's That's just the way it was.
No, you got her, Bart. Jump Lisa's king.
I'm not Bart. I'm Rod Flanders.
There you go with that smart mouth. Lisa, run outside and cut me a switch.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? And I'm very old school in that, because I believe that builds character, and that builds discipline, and that teaches kids right from wrong. You know, kids look to be disciplined just as much as adults. You know, people will always test the waters to see what they can get away with, just like kids. Kids will test to see what they can get away with until they're told not to. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, both of my kids know I love them more than anything in this world, and I would do anything just so they wouldn't have to feel any pain, any sadness, anything like that. But step out of line, swift hand of justice is gonna come a calling. So you know, that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And you know, and listen, I'm not afraid to say it, because I'm comfortable in my own skin. I know what I'm doing is the right thing. Now, there are people who take it further than what it needs to be, you know, which is 100% wrong. But every once in a while, yeah, you need a little, you know, to get yourself checked.
Bitch slap.
Damn straight.
How'd it feel?
Good enough that I did it again.
So, you know, now everybody's going to be like, oh my God, Seth hits his kids. Oh my God. Listen, you know, listen, it is what it is. Don't act like it's a big deal. Cause you know what? You sit there from your ivory tower and all that other stuff. You know what? I call bullshit, because you know what? Everybody hits their kids. People are just a little bit more closed about it, not willing to, you know, discuss it. Now, do I hit my kids with belts or anything like that? No, no, I don't do that.
Yeah.
Listen, for those that watch, for those who know, sometimes little Poppin steps out of line, and you know, just like me, just like my older son steps out of line too. He knows what's coming.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just the way it is. Now, if I lose like 100,000 subscribers because of this, whatever, fuck those people.
That's cool.
I'm following you.
Don't care. I live my life the way that I want to live it, and I teach my kids the ideology and the ideals that I want them to understand. So when they understand I do things, it's for a reason. I'm not doing it just for the sake of doing it. So, you know, call it as you will.
Yeah. Well, I think first of all, it's a privilege and honor, man. I'm excited to be on a live stream with the one and only Seth. I mean,
we've been trying to do something forever, man.
I know. So hey, it worked out. So, but you touched on a few things as a father. Now, I'm not going to get all spiritual and all that, but as a pastor, I have to throw the word out, the word of God. I mean, it literally says, spare the rod and spoil the child. Right. So if you're not taking care of business, like little Poppin, getting a Poppin, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, I got 3 sons. They have to respect their mama. They have to respect me. They have to respect their elders. I have to be, it's my job as the father, the man of the house, to teach them what to do. Now, like Seth said, if somebody don't like that, well, you deal with your kids, and while your kids out there wilding in the streets, doing their thing and going to this and that and whopping and bopping and whatever they doing, I'm gonna deal with my kids. So you worry about yours, I'm gonna worry about mine. Seth's gonna worry about his, and so forth and so on. But nowadays it needs that manly influence in these kids' lives. 100%. I believe just 100% that it truly a man has to be that head, you know, to lead in the right direction. And there's different kind of people in the world. There's the sheep, there's the wolves, and then there's the sheepdog. Pretty sure, and I don't know the brother right here at the bottom. I'm too old. My glasses.
Alex.
Yeah, Alex. There you go. So I can't speak for him personally, because I personally don't know him. But I have a feeling I can speak on everybody in this chat right here that we're not sheep. I just have a feeling. And we ain't wolves. So that means we're the sheepdog. That means it's our job to protect, lead, guide our little sheep, the little Poppins and the little doodogs and the little all this in the right direction. That's my job. It ain't y'all's job. It ain't somebody else in the world's job. That's my job. So if it comes to discipline, 100%. Because if you don't, man, it'll get out of control real quick. But
Seriously,
my 2 cents on that.
Agreed. Alex, how you feel about that?
100%.
Yeah, man.
And being Latino too, forget it. You take out that chocleta.
La chancla, papi. I got it on the head many times.
Hey, I think except for me and Collector, what you got, Alex? You got boys or girls?
I got 1 girl. I got 2 boys, 1 girl, and I'm marrying 2 more boys.
There you go.
Wow, so you got the whole family. That's what's up.
Yep. 3 female dogs. She wanted the kids too.
How is it, Alex, with your daughter?
Yeah. Well, she's the only girl, and she pretty much kick everybody ass. Every now and then, I got to dodge too. Well, no, she do good. She got to do it because too many men around. But yeah,
and not to get too personal, but she's a young girl or older?
No, they just turned. It's twins, though. My oldest one is 19. I'll show y'all some pictures on the chat. He's going to U of M. The next ones are twins, boy and girl. We were trying for another girl, and I got a bonus boy in the mix. And so yeah, those just turned 17 last week.
Hey, trust me, Alex. Me and my wife, same way. We had the 2 boys kind of back to back.
Yeah.
They the 14 and the 12.
Mm-hmm.
We waited 6 years. We was like, oh, we're gonna have a girl.
Oh, another one. No, you ain't.
Another one.
Happens a lot.
Nah, I agree with you guys. When my kids were smaller, I used to pop them and stuff like that. But then I started to think, when they're getting older and I can actually communicate with them and reason with them, I stopped doing it and I started asking them, like, why do you think that's a good idea? You know what I mean? And they would talk.
Think about it.
Yeah, think about it. So if I let you do that, what you think was going to happen? And they really think, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't make sense. Because if I let you do this and I let you do that, with no guy, what do you think is going to happen? Oh, I'm going to get hurt. Okay. All right. So I'm here to help you. I'm not trying to make you like me. I'm here to help you. You can get the help or you can fall in your face. Somebody out there can take advantage of you, but I'm not going to be here. You're not going to be young forever. All that. But I used to get him real good for my old boy. And then when I got up and I got older and I'm a much bigger guy now, my old boy is older. So it's like now, we're not doing none of that. So I don't want them to feel like, oh, when I get older, I'm going to show my dad. So I just talk to them. But I find that reason works a lot better with communicating love than me popping them. But this times I get mad and I be like, yo, I'll pop you in your mouth right now. Keep talking. And they know what it is because it's from the past. So, but it's just, I think the respect has to be, like you guys pointed out, it has to be there somehow. They gotta respect what you're trying to give them more than your friends, influences out on the street and stuff, and other adults that are not family. You know what I'm saying? So, but I really want to communicate to them that I love them in ways other than common stuff that we do every day, that you get locked, you get arrested, you go to jail for not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Look, I believe in 100% discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get as much as you can, because this is my mentality of it. If you don't, somebody in the street is. All right?
Yeah.
And they ain't gonna care who you are, who your daddy is, they don't care about none of that. All right, they're gonna take care of you. Okay, so it's like, it starts in the house, man. And being me, that I have 2 boys, I wanted a girl because I think I'm a little rough. I ain't gonna say harsh. I'm a little rough because I got men in the house. The only woman in the house is my wife.
Mm-hmm.
The dog is even a male dog. So it's all men here. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be you have to be stern and firm, and you have to mean what you say what you mean. I always practice that with them too. Hey, listen, you're a man, right? You told me you're gonna do this. Keep your word. As a man, all you have is your word. You have to mean what you say. You have to, if you said it, you have to honor that. And I try to teach them that they young, man. My oldest, he's 17. He'll be 17 in March 28th. He'll be 17. My youngest 8. So it's like I try to teach them, listen, man, you have to be a man of your word. You have to mean what you say. You got to do what you say. Hey, my kids know me. Good, bad, or indifferent. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. Even if it's bad. All right. I have to do it because I'm a man and I'm raising you to be a man of your word. And so raising your child with discipline and all that, I don't just go around beating on nobody. Okay,
right?
I'm not doing that.
That was
Like this though with the back.
right.
Early, it was like the people that don't know, like that have like the anger issues, and they just want to hit you because they not going because the wind blew. They want to.
Yeah.
You can't, and there's nobody to stop them. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But Seth was talking about, them guys, and we all know, we've seen it.
Yeah.
He might have experienced it when we were little.
Oh yeah.
Dad, man, he was a bad alcoholic, and he was abusive. Now, I had 2 little brothers, and thankfully I kind of took the brunt of it because I was the oldest. And so I'm like, I'm glad I was the one that kind of got the physical abuse. And then and later on, my dad, thank God, changed his life and this and that. So my little brothers didn't really get that, pushing and like physical stuff like that. And like Seth was talking about getting way out of hand and just, just crazy stuff. And that stuff does stuff to you. I mean, it is what it is, but
it does.
I learned a lot ago. This young man, believe it or not, that was in my student ministry. That boy come from a rough life. I mean, mom and daddy on meth. I mean, just mama in there just sleeping with. I mean, dude, every week, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he come out of that, and now he's married. He's got 2 babies, and one of the coolest things he said, "Hey, I don't know how to be a father, but I know how not to be one." I was like, wow, good. I know what not to do.
Right. That's dope. That's dope. Now you have to lead by that because my dad wasn't in my life when I was growing up. So my mom had a boyfriend, and I'm from Mississippi. So when you with your partner for 5 years,
Mississippi, baby, Meridian.
There you go. Okay, cool. You got it. So I'm from Mississippi. So it's like when you down there, they have this thing called common law marriage. So you together for 5-6 years, the state, they recognize you as husband and wife. It's just what it is. So my mom and her boyfriend was together for 10 years. That's her husband in the state's eye. That's her husband. Wow. So, but this guy, he was addicted to like heavy drugs. Yeah. And my mom loved him. Yeah. And I was the older. I had an older brother, but he left because he couldn't deal with Mississippi. He went back to Chicago. Yeah. So it was me, my little brother, and my little sister. Like you do, dog. I'm taking all the heat because I'm the older brother here now. Right. And the dude was on drugs real bad. Man, the dude would come home drunk or high or whatever and want to beat somebody. Got to beat me, So just I took everything, bro. But I always say this though. I always say, I went through a lot as a kid, getting abused, like physically abused and all that. But not one time did I ever grow up and let that be like, I went through this, so my kids got to experience what I went through. Nah,
that's it. Yep.
The objective is you want your kids to be better than you anyway in every area. Yeah. Okay, so even that, you don't want them to experience that if they don't have to. You know what I'm saying? So and people use that, not everybody, but a lot of people use their past to say, well, I'm doing this because I had it done to me. Nah,
use
bro.
their past to justify it, yeah.
Right, nah. What's up, Alex?
Like you said, I had a similar upbringing. I was born in Puerto Rico in 1974. Differences is my mom was 16, my dad was like 21. Cradle robber. They got married. She got pregnant. I wasn't even like 2 months old, and they gave me to my grandma. So she grew me up. She was my mom, my dad, chanclas galore. Got my ass kicked. Grew up in a horrible neighborhood. Yeah. And I welcome those ass whoopings. Those ass whoopings kept me from going to jail, getting locked up. I think out of all 60 some of us down there, it's like 10 of us left.
Wow.
And like you said, let me get back to what you said. Uh, because I grew up rough, I seen crackheads, I seen all kinds of messed up things. I did not teach my kids none of that. They know. I let them know what I went through.
Yeah.
I like y'all say. I know. I think I only smacked my big one like once, and not even a hard smack, a little,
Yeah.
and just by the way I speak, get hard with them a little bit. You gotta get hard with them. You can't be a sissy about it. Man, and treat them a little rough. Now, yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to push that upon them. You don't want to bring your upbringings and none of that. You want them to be way better than you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true. I'm hearing what everyone is saying, and I'm just listening. Um, my situation is a lot different than you guys, and probably a lot of people, and some people probably have the same situation like I'm going through. I don't live with my baby mom. We separated, so I'm doing my own thing, and she's doing her own thing. We separated when my daughter was young. I say 2 years old. Now she's becoming 16.
Wow.
So I never had to discipline her, never had to spank her booty, raise her voice, or nothing. And I came from a rough childhood too. That my father was old school. He had the rough because he used to cut down trees, so he had those concrete hands like that. Rough,
the calluses, the calluses on the hands and everything.
He used to go, forget it, I'm crying for days. Like that thing's like a sharp blade, bro. So
Smacking you feel it for a week.
Yeah, so he's like, a lot of people have a name for that, and also they call it like verbal abuse because it's like it's verbal, and a lot of them just like raise their voice and yell. But people, that's how some of us are raised.
Yeah.
But so I told myself, when I have my child, I'm gonna be a lot different. I'm gonna talk to my daughter. Communication is always key. And when me and my daughter's mother, when we broke up, she, like I said, she was young. I had to go through hell and back. Because, once, child support is in there, and then the court system, the visiting rights and all that stuff, you got to be careful too. Yeah. So to this day, I've been an amazing father. She could tell you herself. If she was here, I would put it on the screen right now, but she's not here. Yeah. But she's very respectful young lady, very intelligent, and that has a lot to do with her mom. I give her credit. She's an amazing mother, and myself. So I never had to raise my voice at her. I could just talk to her, and she's a daddy's girl. She comes to me, tells me everything. You can have an adult conversation with her, and she will respond respectfully and as an adult. Like, you would think my daughter's like 20 or something. Nah, she's very book smart, very respectful. So when I do raise my voice to just crack a joke, like, girl, if you don't do that, I'll whip your ass. She look at me like, Dad, don't do that. And she started laughing because she cannot take me serious. Because I was never that person to her.
Right.
So if I be like, yo, I would grab this sandal, hit you with it. And she'd be like, for real, Dad? Come on. Stop it. Like, But again, she never sneak out the house, curse at me.
Got selector in her hand, boy.
Yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man.
Others,
Dude,
bro.
I am blessed, bro. I am blessed 100% because my daughter, if it, me not having a child, I will probably do what I'm doing now. She put me into a straight path of being an amazing father, being, no matter what, being there. Child support, whatever it is, I am there. Financially, physically, everything. She calls me. The one thing that blew my mind is that now she got a boyfriend.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah, oh boy. So then the thing, and I'm just talking to her calmly, bro, but tears were just coming out of my eyes. Not because I was like excruciating, like angry or nothing. I was just like, wow, my daughter's growing up, and damn, she's young, and I'm scared.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared for my life. Mm-hmm. So I was like, yo, I want pictures, I want address. I want the father, I want the mother, I want to meet them all.
All that.
But I'm happy that her mother didn't tell me. If her mother would have told me, I would have been so upset because, number one, I don't want to talk to that lady. I want to communicate with my daughter.
Right.
So my daughter feels so comfortable to come to me. She was scared, though. 100% she was scared because I always tell her, chop them up, put them in the trunk, we out of here, Mexico. You know, but that's just me just talking.
What you do, man, you invite your daughter and her boyfriend, and you just nothing but your tidy whities, dog, sitting on the couch. You got a shotgun, and you just clean.
Hey, the container of Vaseline.
You just cleaning that bad boy.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and then you just look at the young man like young buck, and you just the whole time.
Yeah, bro.
Pulling that shotgun. Get about 5 or 6 shotguns, just kind of laying on the coffee table. Ain't no big deal. It's just that's how you do it right there, bro. Then
man. But yeah, it's true. But long story short, man, like I said, she felt more comfortable to come to a father. Me, when I was dating a lot of women when I was younger, I had to go to their father.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, you know, I want to date your daughter and whatever. And that hot seat is crazy.
Oh, yeah.
The hot seat is crazy because you were in, and they see the tattoos. Oh, you're a drug dealer. I said, bro, I never did drugs in my life, bro. In my whole life. I'm just
cool. Straight up drug dealer. Dang.
Yeah. I'm like, nah. So it was like, it was crazy. So I know how that is. So for my daughter, I'm driving. So I had to pull over because like I'm tearing up, I'm nervous. Like, I said, let me pull over because I don't want to cause an accident. I'll probably, and we was just talking natural. And she was so scared. And then, man, the hug she gave me was like, your dad. When you said I could come to you and talk to you, wow. Like, I thought parents just say those things. But right here, while we having, it's real. And then, her mother met the kids' parents and stuff like that. So her mom is crazy too. So if her mom accepts it, then but then, so what do you guys do though? Like, your child doesn't live with you. She lives with the other parent. It's kind of harder to kind of, like, how you call it, put pressure on someone.
Balance it out, right.
To balance it out. So she has all that control. I just could be there and to support my daughter and tell her what she got to be careful of and be aware of and how the real world is, which her mother's doing that, but so am I. But she's living in her house and I'm here. So it's kind of, rough.
Yeah. Never going to be.
Well, crazy. I think ultimately at the end of the day, we just don't want our kids to repeat the mistakes we've made. It's our job to guide them, not to make our mistakes, but you also have to give them a little leeway too, because the only way they're going to learn is from making mistakes, and you got to let them make some mistakes, not all the mistakes, just some of the mistakes, because again, that's and unfortunately in today's society is very soft. And I'm not saying that, it's got to be the wrath of God and Old Testament type stuff and, all that other stuff. But there's got to be ground rules and there's got to be structure. There's got to be structure. And again, like Comrade was saying, if you're able to have an intelligent conversation with your kids, right, and actually sit down and just be like, hey, this is why I'm telling you to do this, so this doesn't happen to you. It's not that I don't want you to do these things, but sometimes these things lead to this direction, and we're only trying to protect you. And again, some kids will understand, and get it. And then there's other kids, unfortunately, that people like to learn the hard way. Yeah. And
that's pretty much the bond that I have for my daughter. That I could sit her down and do exactly what you just said, sir.
Now, me being me, growing up as a kid, sometimes I like to do things the hard way.
Yeah.
That was just me. That was just my mentality. I didn't, and it's funny too, because I always laugh because I look back on things that I did as a kid, and now as an adult, I understand why my parents were the way they were. So my dad wasn't really. My dad only really stepped in when he really needed to. My mom, on the other hand, my mom was the judge, the jury, and the executioner. You know, that's just how it was. But my mother also was. I always like to call it the Grand Inquisition. So especially when I was in high school, you know, I would come home from school. The minute I'd walk in the front door, oh, how was your day? What was this? What was that? Good. And I would look at my mom and be like, can you let me just fucking walk in the goddamn door for 2 seconds? Like, I just walked in the door. I'm like, can I put my backpack down? Can I get something to eat before you start hitting me with a million, you know, where are you going? What are you doing? What time do you have to be here for this? Who are you going to be with? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, now as an adult,
yeah,
and now that the shoe is on the other foot,
yeah,
I get it. Now, could my mom have done things a little differently? Sure. But I understand now why it was done, because I do the same thing now with my older son, just like you guys. My older son's going to be 17 in July. So it's like, hey man, hey dad, I want to go hang out with my friends. Okay, where you going? Who you going to be with? What time you going to be there till? Do you need me to pick you up? Do you need me to drop you off? Oh, I don't know these things, Dad. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Go back, find out all the facts, and then get back to me, and then I'll let you know if you can go. And if I feel that you've given me the appropriate answers and I hear the things that I want to hear, then yeah, you can go. But if you tell me one thing that's going to raise a flag, you know what my answer is going to be.
Right.
So, I mean, but
so no matter what, us growing up is that we always going to take a part of our family,
right,
like our parents with us, and use it in some type of way.
Facts. I want to touch on that really quickly. Give me one moment though. We're going to take a short break and let you guys know how you can get some exclusive Grownassmentoyz merchandise if you want some. You see, we got the hoodies and the shirts and everybody, you know, we got a bunch of merchandise. So if you're interested in getting you some, follow the steps on the video. We'll be right back in one moment.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Collector 425, 1/3 of Grownassmentoyz. If you guys don't already know, man, we got merch. Look at this. We outside. I'm a collector. We got the Grownassmentoyz podcast. Man, if you guys want one of these cool ass shirts, hit us up. We got sizes medium, large, 2X. We might have a 3X. We got shirts, we got sweaters, we got merch. Hit us up, man. You guys know the slogan. We outside.
Okay. We're good. There we go. We're back. Hey, so really quickly, I want to touch bases on that. You said now that we're older, we are bringing some of our parents with us.
Yes.
Bro, when I was a kid, my grandma, my mom, or whoever, just rag me, man. Just like, man, like, you know, you go in there, you eat the last piece of chicken or something, and they just be talking about it for like 8 hours. And it's like, bro, man, that was 8 hours ago. Like, that was yesterday.
Oh yeah, why are we talking about it?
Yeah, it was over with. Like, okay, I ate it. It was good. Okay, we done. Like,
yeah,
bro, man, I find myself doing a lot of that now, and it's so annoying, but I can't help it. Like, bro, went out 2 days, huh?
It's ingrained in you,
bro. Hey, to the point my wife is like, "Yo, shut up, bro." Listen, we went out 2 days ago, and when my wife don't feel like cooking, I don't feel like cooking. We just buy the kids. You know, we eat whatever. We can make us a burger and be good. We buy the kids just some food they can last for a day or two, whatever. Go out and buy some Popeyes. Okay, for them, boom. Buy Popeyes chicken for the kids, boom. So my youngest come home, he get like 2 pieces of chicken, boom. My oldest, he's the big one. He plays soccer. He's always out running, friends, all that. He come home, say, "Hey, Dad, I'm hungry. Yo, look, we got chicken in the microwave in the fridge. Go get some, whatever, no problem, boom." So I'm downstairs, not minding what he's doing. And I come upstairs maybe 4 hours later, and I see the chicken box on top of the table.
Oh my God.
And dude won't clean up behind himself. Whatever. I grabbed the chicken to put it in the fridge. Wait a minute. It's light. I bought like 50 pieces of chicken, bro. I know, right? I open it. my 8-year-old only had 2 pieces of chicken. Now, listen, it's not for me or my wife. The balloons and stuff. It's not for us. It's only for them. For today and probably tomorrow too. That's it.
Yeah.
Bro.
Uh-uh.
I opened it. No lie, I opened it. It was like 6 pieces of chicken left. and bro, and my son, my oldest, he ain't no big dude. He's tall, lanky, skinny. He ain't no big dude. Bro, so I'm like, yo, wait a minute. So I opened the biscuits up too. We had like 20 biscuits. We had one left. So now I'm like, bro, who ate all the chicken, man?
So do your kids? I guess this is for everybody. Do your kids like to leave their dirty clothes everywhere?
Yeah,
bro,
everywhere.
Okay. So speaking, just touching on what you were talking about with the chicken and everything. So similar situation. My kids are a little bit mindful of the food, so I'm grateful for that aspect. Otherwise, they'd be eating me out of house and home. The whole laundry thing is what gets me, especially with my older son. He will go take a shower, go do whatever to do. The hamper is literally a foot away from him, and he just leaves all his shit, all his dirty clothes, just on the floor of the bathroom. So what I've done now is I don't yell anymore. I don't tell him to pick up his stuff. I will go into the bathroom. I will scoop up all his dirty shit that's on the floor while he has his headset on and he's gaming with his friends. I will drop all the clothes right on top of him. And he goes, whoa, the hell, Dad? I said, the bathroom floor is not the hamper.
Thanks.
He said, you put it where it belongs. Otherwise, every time I catch you, you're gonna get it dumped on you. So it happened about 2 or 3 times, and then he finally got the point. And that's the whole thing. You have to stick with it. You can't cave, because if you keep doing it, eventually they're gonna be like, you know what? I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm just gonna pick it up and put it in the hamper where it belongs.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it. There you go.
That's what I say. I always say that. I always say, you know what? Maybe if you tired of hearing my mouth, because you know what I'm gonna say already. I always say this. So if you think to yourself, man, I don't want to hear this dude. Don't say it to me now. Don't be that ballsy and tell me you tired of hearing me. You better, hey yo, don't say it to yourself. But maybe you know how I am. Yeah. I'm gonna keep, bro. Going back to the chicken. I know it sounds crazy, like, hey, for the chicken, but yo, it's like
you getting comrade hungry, bro.
Went to the I was like, man, who ate all the chicken? He come downstairs, mouth all greasy. So clearly it was him. I said, yo, man, you ate 14 pieces of chicken, bro?
I'm hungry, Dad. I'm hungry.
I haven't eaten since 12 o'clock today in school, and I had practice right after, and I had a volleyball game after that, and I'm just getting home. I get it. For 14 pieces of chicken, bro, and 8 biscuits? Come on, really, bro? Really? You couldn't save none for tomorrow? Really, bro? And he just kept doing that. Boom. So I'm done with it. 20 minutes go by, 40 minutes go by, hour go by. I'm in a room with my wife. I'm like, dude, ate 16 pieces of chicken.
Like, talking about it.
Talking about it, and she like, yo, hey, I'm trying to watch the movie. Could you be quiet?
So does anybody's parents like help out with the kids? Like if you guys can't like make it to pick them up or anything. So prime example. So I'm traveling for work this week. I'm in Texas right now. So my mother calls me the other day because my mother picks up both of my sons from school when I'm not home, because I'm the one who picks them up from school when I'm home. But when I'm traveling, my mom or my wife goes and gets them. My mom calls me. Now keep in mind, I'm just throwing this out there just for context. So if you understand, and if you don't, well, you're gonna understand. So I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. My wife is Catholic. You know, our kids are mixed. They're cashews. Okay, they're half Jewish, half Catholic. Okay, so
cashews.
So they're cashews. Okay, so here's the thing. My mom is very old school Jewish. You know, very old school Jewish. You know, and she are the kids eating enough? Are they growing enough? Are they taking she's just always worried, and so she picks them up from school the other day, and my older son has a knack of just laying it on like super thick to my mom about, Grandma, can we stop and get food? There's no food in the house, and I'm hungry. And like my mother will go ahead and take them to Publix or take them through the drive-through of somewhere, get them food, bring back to the house, and then in typical fashion, after my mom drops them off at the house, she will literally call me later that evening and be like, "Why don't you have food in the house?" Like, what do you mean, why don't I have food in the house? Who tells you I don't have food in the house?
Your kid's always hungry.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, well, my older son's name is Ethan. My older son's name is Ethan. My older son's name is Ethan." She's like, "Oh, well, Ethan said there's no food." Yeah.
Seth, hold on. Seth, my oldest son's name is Ethan.
There you go. So
a beautiful name.
So Ethan said there's no food in the house. Bullshit. I go grocery shopping every Sunday, and sometimes my wife will ask me to stop and do stuff during the week to grab stuff. So I call bullshit that there's no food in the house, and I said you, yelling at my mom, I was like, "You're just gullible enough to let those kids sucker you into getting, taking stuff." So I said, "That's not on me, that's on you." I said, "If you want, here, I'll go into my pantry right now in my refrigerator and I'll send you pictures, so you can see I have food." And she's like, "But they said," I was like, "Because you believe them. Because you're a grandma and you don't want to let your grandkids down. I get it. Your job as a grandparent is to spoil your grandkids.
Make them feel good." Hey, Seth, I'm here to tell you, Seth. I'm here to tell you, man. Dog, excuse my language, brother.
Oh,
hey,
God.
Seth. Them Ethans, they full of shit, man.
You full of shit. You understand that? You full of shit.
I'm gonna tell you right
now. They're full of shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
My oldest son is the biggest fucking bullshitter on the face of the planet.
Hey, it's something about that name. They full of shit, man.
They full of shit.
See, and I'm pissed off because Ethan was not my first choice. My first choice was I wanted to name him Derek Jeter Banger, and she wouldn't let me do that. She goes, she's like, "I'm not naming my kid after Derek Jeter."
Should have named him Derek.
Exactly.
You should have named him Derek.
Yo,
exactly.
Those times when I'm not nagging, but when I'm driving home a point with my kids, I hear myself every now and again. I'm like, "Damn, bro, that's like 2 or 3 times you're talking about the same thing, bro. That sounds like you always upset about something." And I don't like the way I sound, so I'm like, I'll try to switch it up. Like, "Hey, man, let me talk to you real quick." And they'll have some headphones on. "Look, take your headphones off. This is what I'm saying is, look, I don't want to tell you again about this." And it usually has to come back to where I have to stop them before they get started on it again. But I try to be more encouraging than I am like driving home. "This is how this goes. That's how that goes." Like, how do you guys flip the script and try to use, I guess, that passion to be encouraging to your kids? Like, and I'm not talking about talking. I'm talking about like influencing them to do something that they would normally do and like be better than they are.
Oh, that's so easy. Listen, I will, dude. That great question. Great question. Talk about getting out of your comfort zone and overcoming fears and showing your kids that they can do anything as long as they put their mind to it.
Yeah.
Prime example. You ready? I hate the fucking fly. I hate it with a freaking undying passion.
Come on, the movie.
The
movie, The Fly.
No, flying, like the plane, like flying in a plane.
Flying.
Yeah.
Like traveling, flying.
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit, but that's my job, unfortunately, and I have to be able to provide for my family. So I teach my kids that, hey, even though I don't like it and I'm afraid of it, I suck it up and I do it because it's for a greater cause. I'm I
just hope that you haven't been watching the news lately.
Yeah, right.
Shut up. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
I think we've had enough.
Shut for
here.
1 second.
Shut your mouth. I needed someone
Wait,
to
shut your
work
mouth.
with.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Right now he's in Texas. He's trying to
See, now I'm gonna yell. Now I'm gonna yell at you like I yell at my kid. Shut your mouth, or I'm gonna put my foot down your throat.
Shut your mouth.
Shut it real quick. You're gonna play fuck around and find out. So, but I don't like to fly. There are just certain things that I don't like to do, but I do it because I show them that, hey, even though I don't like to do it, I do it because there's a purpose. There's a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
And you've got to be able to instill confidence in them. You got to show them that that they can do things as long as they put their mind to it. It's always mind over matter.
Nice.
And it's not about being. Listen, it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be scared of things. But if you never try, you're never going to experience life.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole thing. Listen, we all know we only get one go around in this.
Yeah.
In this world, we got to make the most of it, and we got to teach our kids to make the most of it and capitalize on opportunities and things that they would never do, and get them out of their comfort zone.
Sure.
And that's the thing. Like, kids like, come on, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go. Oh, I don't want to go out. I just want to lie in bed all day. No, get your ass out of fucking bed and let's go. We're gonna do shit as a family. I'm talking to you, Ethan. So it's like, because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do stuff as a family. We're gonna experience things together, and that's the whole thing. Like, again, I want my kids to ultimately come to me at the end of the day with any problems, anything they're not sure about, and I will do my best as their dad to wash away all those concerns and say, hey, nothing's going to happen to you, not on my watch.
Right.
And that's the thing at the end of the day. Yes, listen, as much of a pain in the ass as our fucking kids are, and sometimes they mouth off and they think they're smart, and they don't know shit. They don't know shit. That and I don't know if any of you guys get this, especially you guys that have sons. My older son, new thing is coming up to me and being like, bruh.
Oh, yo.
Bruh.
Hey.
Bruh.
Hey. Bruh. Yo. Wait, is that Ethan again?
Yeah, that's Ethan. Ethan.
Ethan did the same thing to me today. Yo, hey, listen, they must be talking because
I
told him
and you know what my response was to me? To him? Bro me again one more time. Watch what the fuck happens.
Bro.
Dude, all the kids doing that because my daughters do that too.
Yeah. Man, look, hey, he did that today.
No word.
He did that today, and I said, "Yo, first of all, I'm not your bro. I keep telling you, I'm not your friend, bro."
I'm like this close to going off on one of my tangents. If you guys don't mind, you want to indulge me for a minute. So let's take YouTube and social media out of the equation for what we do,
right?
Because this is what we do. This is how we connect with people. This is how we share our collection and our YouTube videos and our toy hunts and our figure reviews and everything else that we do. Yeah. We use our social media with the mindset of, I guess if you want to say, we're pushing our agenda. Yeah. Everybody's pushing their own own agenda, right? Yeah. What the kids watch today is so left field of what the stuff we kind of grew up watching. Yeah. Like, I feel social media has such a huge impact on today's kids, and that bounces back to where the bra comes from, because they hear other people on social media saying it, or whatever language or whatever the slang is now. I remember one time my son we were in a Best Buy and he was playing a game on one of the machines and he's like, "Oh, I'm so boss at this game," and I'm like, "What did you say?"
What? I ain't hear you. What you say? I ain't hear you. What you say?
And he's like, "Oh, I'm so boss." I'm like, "What does that mean?"
What is that?
And he's like, "Oh," he goes, "It just means I'm really good at the game." I'm like, "So why don't you say, 'Hey, Dad, I'm really good at the game'?"
Just say that.
You can't be the old man, bro. You the old man now.
I've hit the point where I'm so out of touch with the slang, and when I say stuff like jokingly to them, like my older son, again going back to Ethan, he'll come out and he'll do something. I'll be like, "Yo, bro, that's so cringe."
Yeah.
Oh,
and he'll be like, "What did you say?" I'll be like, "Yeah, bro, isn't that so cringe?" And he'll be like, "I don't want to that. I'm talking like you, bro." And then he's like, "Mom, get him to stop."
Yeah.
You know,
They don't like it.
And there's a new one every other day. It's like you can't catch up. A new word every other day. Like, damn, you know what that mean now, bro?
What it is, it's what social media is projecting today, and it's what and these kids, just because they see it, they think it's acceptable, but in reality, it's not.
It's not.
And and again, I curse right now. I curse on my videos, but yet, and this is again. This is what destroys me with this sometimes, where I get little kids with their parents coming up to me and saying, "Oh, my son watches your videos and he enjoys them." And I'm like, wait a second. I'm like, first off, listen, I appreciate the support. But do you really pay attention to my videos? As one parent to another, do you really pay attention to the videos? And they're like, "Yeah, we do, but listen, that's just the way the time that we're in." No, we're not in that time anymore. Where again, when we were kids, I was 6 years old and my parents were letting me watch RoboCop. That is single-handedly one of the most violent movies of all time. 6-year-old, my parents letting me sit there and watch that. Would I even let my kids watch that today? No, not even close.
Hey.
Yeah,
Not even close.
Hey, let's hold on, Conrad, before we keep going. Guys, let's do another short break. I'm gonna let you guys know how you can get on and do your own toy room tour or interview. See what these guys doing, just all vibing, having a good time.
Hell yeah.
You as well. Follow the video for the rules to how to get on. And we'll be right back in one moment.
What's going on, you guys? Real Comrade here. And I just wanted to let you guys know, perhaps you wanted to do a toy room tour. And perhaps we wanted to invite you on to a toy room tour. How can we make that happen? Well, you can send us a comment here in the comment section on this video, or you can DM us on IG, any one of us, Marvelous Shots the Fox, Collector 425, or myself, The Real Comrade, or even the Grownassmentoyz page. You can DM and send a message just letting us know that you want to do a toy room tour, and we would gladly love to sit down and talk to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Continue to enjoy the show. We outside. Yeah, that wild.
There we go.
Hey, yo. Hey.
What happened, Dudo?
The Comrade on that commercial was serious, boy.
That boy smooth with it. I was smooth with it.
Perhaps.
All he needed was a drink. Yes.
Perhaps.
Got the dreads hanging down.
Perhaps.
On that Billy D rhythm, it's like.
Hey, Dudo, we make fun of that every time we see it, bro.
Every time.
Hey, listen, I did one. My first commercial was almost the same tone as Conrad's. And Collector said, "Man, hey, I don't mean no disrespect, but bro, watching that video made me feel like I need to give to the homeless or something." hey,
McLaughlin in the eyes of the angel playing in the
yo.
That's what it sounds like.
Shit, it's the needy. Oh shit, it's the needy kids.
Bro, he said watching that. I'm like, bro, damn. What do I donate?
Boy.
If you just give,
Hey,
if you
so
just
I have
give
to
10 cents a day, you know, you can feed the little comrade over here, you know, or whatever, you know.
I mean, hey, this man right here, hey, he's the only one I know that'll wake you up at 4 a.m. in the morning talking about, hey man, don't sleep perhaps if you have some. I'm like, what is this man talking about? I ain't even wait, bro.
That's Conrad for you.
Hey, that's him. Hey, yo, listen, bro. He forget everybody else sleep. People be sleep at that time. Up for work.
Not on my watch.
Not him.
Yo, and we lost 1 hour of sleep today. That shouldn't even bother Conrad. He was already up.
He was already up.
When that man used the hashtag "don't sleep," he mean
it, bro.
Don't sleep. None of y'all sleep.
None of y'all.
Sleeping, you ain't sleeping.
Yo, he be asking us questions like at 2 in the morning, like no one responds. He's like, yo, why you got any answer?
Bro, I don't know.
Bro, we sleep. We gonna answer it in the morning.
Yo, if you call me at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're local to me, you bet your ass it better be an emergency or someone's dead or something. Otherwise, I'm getting in my car, I'm driving you over your house, I'm gonna beat the snot out of you.
You gonna have to, bro. 2 in the morning?
When does this man sleep?
Like, he don't. Hey, he don't. Hey, check this out. So listen, guys. So Dudog, Alex, Seth, Comrade, and Collector. Let me ask y'all. Well, I'm gonna just ask one question. This goes for everybody. Anybody can take a turn to answer it. What advice do you have? I always say this: being a father does not have a rule book. There's no instructions on how to do it or how to put it together. What advice would you have? Maybe somebody who's expecting their first kid now and watching this, they see this podcast and their wife is going to have a baby in a few days. What advice do you give them about becoming a new father?
I'm gonna go first, real quick, because it's short. Just be first. I told Marvis and Conrad, when my daughter was telling me stuff, instead of just like talking over her and telling her my feelings, I need to stand back, listen, wait till she's completely done, and then say what I gotta say. Us as parents, sometimes we just hear one word and it triggers us, and we just already jump the gun. What? What's his name? Where he's at? Nah, you just gotta sit back, listen first, and then react. So don't go ahead of yourself. Fall back a little bit and just listen. And sometimes, it works out, bro. It works out for me so far. Thank God.
Conrad?
A lot of any way that I am with my kids, I just try to consider myself. I know we always say I came out this way, I came out that way. But I would give them something the way that I would want to receive it. So if I don't want nobody on me, I hate micromanagement. I despise it. I hate when somebody's on me about something all the time. We talked about earlier, empowering. I like to be empowered to make a decision and not feel bad when I made one. So I try to, be more of an encouragement and make sure that I'm considering how I would get as a kid, not mimic what I got coming up. So
that's a good one.
Okay. Dudog, how about you?
I'd say new parent, don't let your past dictate your future. Dads, love your kids, man. Let them know.
Yes.
And as men, yes, we're supposed to be tough. Yes, we're supposed to be protectors and all of this, that, and the other. But it is very crucial, I believe, to let your kid, even though we the tough guys, we the men, we got to hug them. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to cry. Some people don't want to say that. No, we can't. No, it's okay to let your kids know, hey, I got you, daddy, right here. Ain't nobody going to get through me to get to you. So if you got to hug them, you let them know you love them. I'd say, as much as possible. We actually just talked about it today. Me and my wife, my second son, he's 12 years old, and we were telling him, man, hey, you can't say I love you too many times. Because one day, mom and daddy, I was talking about me and my wife, we're not going to be here. So one day you're not going to be able to hear us say that I love you. So go ahead and take that in as many times as you can. So as a father, there again, love them, show them you love them, let them know what's up, and be there for them. That's all I can say about that. I've been a dad 14 years.
That's dope.
Respect it.
Dope.
Alex, how about you, man? What advice you got?
Same, man. You gotta listen. Step back. Listen to what they saying first. Very, very important. Let them talk. Let them feel like they own people.
Right.
Let them get their own mind. You know what I mean? As a new father, like you say, you're gonna have a newborn in a few, right? There's not much we can teach you, bro. But be patient. You're gonna need a whole lot of patience and a whole lot of rest when you can. Get that nap in, though. Don't be like, come right. Get your sleep on, because you're gonna need it, bro. Like I had twins and a 2-year-old. Hey, I had twins and a 2-year-old. So this is one thing I learned. These are tricks, not advice. One will wake up, I'll feed them. The other one will wake up, but the minute I get my ass back to bed and start dosing up, the other one wake up. Yeah. So I went, got the one that needed to get, grabbed the one that was awake and wake the other one up to double feed them. Out of nowhere, the 2-year-old jump out of bed and you hear Chucky. I became Bruce Lee, though. Throw that chancla in the air with my foot, though. Catch it with one hand, throw it. Get your ass to bed now. Get your ass to just gotta learn a lot of tricks, though. Listen to them, though, and I talk to them. Try to talk to them, unless you have to. Don't be too soft either. Just don't abuse the heck out of them. Don't beat them. Yep.
I respect it. Seth, how about you?
Many things come to mind. One, talking to a new dad, obviously your pull-out game is weak and you didn't double bang it.
Tell the world how strong your pull-out game is. Pull-out game weak.
No, let's just call that what it is.
Is that what they call whiskey pee-pee?
This dude here, bro. And then sit. But all joking aside, most importantly, it's about having an open mind and an open heart, and just being there for them. And you gotta, and some people have to be able to be able to differentiate. Yeah. It's not your job to be their best friend.
That's true.
It's not your job to be their best friend. It's your job to be their parent and put their best interest in mind.
Sure.
If I could go back in time, and knowing now, going back then, I would do everything totally different. But I feel up to my part, I've done the best that I can do. I've tried to instill my values not onto them. I've tried to say, hey, yeah, I'll let you make your own decision, but just remember, if this is the decision you make, you're gonna have to live with the results.
Yeah.
So again, it's just about having an open heart, having an open mind, being able to guide them, and yeah, your patience will get tested. There's no question. Especially if you have a son named Ethan. Especially if you have a son named Ethan, your patience will get tested. So
a whole lot of it.
So you just gotta be the best version of yourself for them, and that's really what it is. Just open heart, open mind, and just being there, but also knowing to draw the line where you're not there to be their best friend. You're there to be their parent.
Good.
I respect that, man. I respect that 100%. Hey, so what I would say is, everything that you guys said, verbatim, everything y'all said, the same thing. The only thing I would add is discipline. All right, don't be afraid to show discipline. You need that. It's as crazy as it sounds. It's going to make your kid. You need that, bro. You need discipline, okay? And discipline doesn't always mean go get my belt or go get my shoe. It doesn't always mean that.
There's many different
listen, there's different ways to discipline your child. I discipline my kids. Hey, you know what? No phone for a week. No, oh, okay, really? You need the video game. Give it to me. No video game, no TV, no whatever you like to do, Hey, this is your getaway. It's my getaway. Now I'm gonna take it. So
and be firm about it.
Be firm. You got to mean what you say. Say what you mean. Mean what you say. So definitely, discipline is needed when raising a child, boy or girl. You need that. Okay. Now, and the next thing I would say is, not being afraid to say sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Even as parents, sometimes you need to say sorry too. And I'm teaching my kids that. Again, I got a son named Ethan, okay, 17, and he think, he got his friends, and he thinks when he does something wrong, he thinks, oh, my bad. My bad is good. No, my bad is the cop out.
Yeah.
You need to say, I'm sorry. And you also need to say what you're sorry for.
Yeah, own it.
Yeah, hey, Dad, I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z. Hey, Mom, I'm sorry for X, Y, and Z. Hey, listen, I say all the time, listen, man, saying sorry doesn't make you weak.
No.
Not saying sorry makes you weak.
Right.
Okay? You thinking that you're too tough? You're too cool to say sorry. That's the weak people right there.
It's not even about saying saying sorry. It's about teaching them how to be accountable for things.
Accountable. Yeah, same thing. Yeah. Holding them accountable. You have to be able to hold yourself accountable.
Yeah.
If you messed up, hey, you messed up.
Own it.
You messed up. Just say, hey, Dad, I messed up. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I'll do better next time. That's it. Like, honestly, bro, a lot of problems wouldn't even happen if that was the conversation. Hey, man, I messed up. I didn't know what I was thinking. I apologize. It won't happen again. I'm sorry. That's it. Because I'm not a monster. I'm not gonna drag you because what you mean it won't happen again? Like, no, you're owning up to it, and you're becoming a man because you are taking responsibility.
There you go.
For your actions. I get pissed off when you act like I don't know what you're mad about. I don't understand what you're so upset about. Now I'm pissed off.
That's like an insult,
bro. Now I get pissed off because you won't even take accountability. I'm showing you. I drew it out for you. Drew a whole blueprint. This is where you messed up at right here. Yeah. Nope. I don't see it.
I add one tiny bitty thing.
Go ahead. Sure.
Well, first thing you were saying, those of y'all, we talking about the new parents and this and that, but those of y'all that are going to have multiples or already have multiple kids.
Yeah.
Another thing that's a key too is understanding that not every one of them can be disciplined the same way. Mm-hmm. Like I got 3 boys, like I said. One of them, bro, I'm telling you, I get with him. I'm physical, and he just look at me like, "Hey, man." I mean, no.
What's the bell?
People, you must have lost your goddamn mind.
I guess I just hate to see a child go unbeaten.
But take that phone away from him, and it broke his heart. You know what I'm saying? But the other one on the flip side, you see what I'm saying? So every one of them is different. They don't work the same. You gotta figure out that balance. All right, this one's gonna work for this one. Because the other one might not give a flip.
That's what Alex said. Go ahead, Alex.
I had to educate myself many times on this journey. Number one, like I said, I didn't have no parents. I had to learn from my grandma. So I had to learn from my uncles what they did with their kids, just watching other people what they did. And then I had to teach myself again when my firstborn was here. And then the twins. And then I went through a very nasty divorce, man. Straight alcoholic, abusive. I stuck around for the kids. Now I got alcoholism and cheating, and I'm just holding it back, and I'm not that guy. So I had to pray a lot, look at my kids' pictures, all of that. And finally, here comes the ashtray. Here comes anything she can throw at me because she's a drunk. She drunk as shit, and I quit drinking. That taught me how to not. I haven't drank since that point. Very casual. I hardly ever drinks. Then I got remarried, so now 2 more kids got. Now I gotta teach, how do I make these happen? These kids gotta get to know each other. I gotta control myself. I'm not his daddy, but I also gotta teach him. You gonna listen to me.
Yeah.
So that's another way to learn. And at that point, her oldest one is autistic. Now bring another lesson to the mix like Jesus. I continue to learn. And I don't get a paycheck though. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to school. Why am I reteaching myself? But hey, we keep on learning, baby. Do some prayers and a lot of patience.
Keep pushing forward.
That's it.
Alex.
Keep trucking, baby.
That's it. I respect it. Listen, guys, we want to say thank you so much for coming on with us and spending time with us, man. Seth, I know you out of town on work business and you still found a way to come through. So we appreciate that. Alex, we appreciate you. Dog, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. One more short video, and then I promise we'll get up out of here. All right, we'll be right back in one moment. Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy Marvelous Shots, 1/3 of Grown Ass Men Toys. Now, before we keep going, we just want to give a huge shout out to all you guys and say thank you guys so much for your continued support. Thanks for rocking with Grown Ass Men Toys all this time and keeping that vibe alive. All right, it means a lot. So stay grown, stay lit, and stay marvelous. We outside. Boom.
Keep saying what's poppin'. I'm gonna hit you copyright infringement.
Dude, I thought the same exact thing.
Hey,
Can I say it one time?
Wait a minute.
Hey, listen, you don't want it no more, so I'm taking it. It's mine.
You're gonna get a cease and desist.
You don't want it no more, so it's mine. I'm gonna keep it now. Yo, what's poppin'? What's up, Alex? What you want to say?
We outside.
Hey, now see, that's copyright infringement right there.
I asked for permission.
Hey, now, Alex,
You muted.
Everyone have a great week, a great work week. Take care of yourself. Thank you. Hey, Seth, I know you hate to fly, so fly back safe, man. All right, get back home safe.
I will. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me. Nice to meet y'all too. Peace.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
You outside.